What's up, Scoops? Hi guys, I'm so sorry. I know I said this video would be up on Tuesday and there'd be another one up on Wednesday, and instead this video is going, I'm taping it Thursday night, but it's going up on Friday, and I'm so sorry it took me so long. The reason why is that my whole family has this condition where once a month or once every other month our white blood cells go like ridiculously down. It's called cyclical neutropenia, and then that plus the fact that I was up pretty much for an entire weekend, those two things put together, basically I've been like unconscious for the last couple days. So I could not make a video. I'm fine now, I can function, but I am a little bit more tired than I usually would be. So that's what that is. So now we have to talk about the episode of Merlin, as well as the news that I told you guys. Alice Troughton, I still had a lady boner when this popped up. I still love her, but I did not love this episode. I didn't know why Gwen was walking around so late at night. I also didn't know what Arthur and Gwen were celebrating. I thought that was super weird that they just said, oh, you remembered, but didn't tell us what the heck it was about. That was odd. I had the problem with the whole plan of the killing Merlin bit, because I didn't understand how it was that Morgana and Gwen knew that Merlin had a soft spot for druids. The only situations that could have presented themselves to make them think that is when Mordred showed up and when Merlin sent Morgana to the druids. Mordred was a child, so it's possible that Merlin did not have a soft spot for druids, but just didn't want the kid to be killed. And sending Morgana to the druids might have been because he cared about Morgana rather than him knowing and caring about the druids. If you guys can remember something, put it in the comments below, but for my mind, there's nothing in the history of Merlin's time with Morgana or Gwen that has shown them that he has a soft spot for druids. I just thought that was so incredibly weird. Plus, I don't understand why Morgana keeps trying to kill people while walking away. That has never worked. Gwen, at least, when she tried to kill Arthur, she kept eyes on him and only moved when she absolutely had to. If it's just the fact that she's crazy at this point and she just wants everyone tortured to death, I understand that. But there's other ways to do it than just piecing out and leaving them to die. I thought it was just blatant stupidity on her part. As far as Gwen's plan to kill Arthur, I thought the idea of having the guy with the crossbow on that ledge, like looking directly down at the king while he's surrounded by knights and not one of them is looking up, when they're supposed to be protecting him from all sides, like there's no guards up there or anything, no one's watching. Do as you please. Like, I thought the whole situation was stupid. I thought the idea of, oh, everything's just fine with that area because we locked the door when we are dealing with a land full of sorcerers. I thought that was so ridiculous. I know I keep talking about Colin Morgan because he's just killing it and amazing this season, but Merlin with Gaius was absolutely beautiful. Merlin with Daigal, the druid boy, another beautiful thing, especially in the beginning when Daigal is having weird reactions to Merlin's kindness. I loved his reactions to the druid boy's reactions, and I loved when Merlin was on the ground dying and the druid boy showed up and was trying to help him. The initial look he gives with no words, that anger, that like, oh, if I could just get my hands to move right now, you would, But at the same time, within 2 minutes of that moment, Merlin has completely forgiven him because he then turns around and goes to help him. I think it shows a lot about Merlin's character. I think it shows a lot about how much he can forgive a person, even though he led him to his death. Merlin was able to forgive him in a moment. I also liked Gaius and Arthur's scenes together. I liked when Arthur came to see where Merlin was and Gaius finally came up with a good excuse that he's not in the tavern, and it didn't work. And I liked the dressing scene. I thought this shot was absolutely hilarious. Made me the happiest person in the world when I saw that, and I was like, really, does that work with Merlin? Does Merlin just go with that? What is that? And I was oddly proud of Gaius that the next time we saw them together that Arthur was dressed despite his weird tendencies. I was sad when the druid boy died at the end. I think his name is Daigal. I can't pronounce it 100%. I did think it was weird with how powerful Merlin is this season that he wasn't able to keep him alive even just to get to Gaius, that he just had died. And my belief is that it's because he learned about magic. And anyone besides Gaius who learns about Merlin's magic has to die. Sucky but true. The other thing to talk about, which is so sad, is that these are the last like 5 episodes that we will ever have of Merlin because the show is officially being canceled. And I know that a lot of people are saying, yes, they did have a 5-season arc of the show planned originally. In all the interviews that they did after they announced that this will be the last season, every single one of them was like, well, it's okay because the last episode of this year is like amazing. You guys are gonna be so excited to see it. It's gonna be a great place to leave the show. My problem is that they didn't know that it was the end of the show when they wrote it. So how are they gonna say it's a great place to leave us? You know what I mean? Like, it may be a great, like, you know, season or series finale, but it's not gonna be a great show finale. Does that mean that they're further along in talks for the movies so they know that they're not just like dropping us off a cliff? So I feel like I'm not 100% sure about that ending just because of that. Like, I feel like they're just gonna kind of like leave us on this middle ground with so much more story to tell and then just kind of end it. They're also talking about spin-offs, as I mentioned on Monday. I'm glad that this person was excited about a possibility of the medical drama that I pitched, the guys in the lead. I'm really worried about the concept of splitting up any of these characters because it's the world at large, like that world of Camelot that we love so much that draws us into watching this show at all. So to have like one aspect of it removed and have that just be a show, I'd be severely worried about it. There's also been talk about movies, about having a trilogy of movies, and what is that gonna do? Where is that gonna go? I'd be really interested to see what they did with that. I would definitely go watch it if it came out. So hopefully, you know, the rest of the season will be good. 5 more episodes to go. So hopefully they're all awesome. Hopefully there's magical reveal in there somewhere. And hopefully it becomes the show that we've all been hoping it will in the next 5 episodes. Although the way I said that sounds completely implausible. That's because I feel like it's completely implausible. So I'm really excited and scared for the next... I'm excited and scared. That was a musical reference that happens sometimes because my life is a musical. So yeah, I'm really excited and scared for the next few weeks. So we'll see how it goes. Tell me how you feel about it. Tell me how you felt about the episode. Did you agree with me that there were some problems, but it was generally a good episode? And how do you feel about the end of the show? Does it make you sad inside like it does for me? Tell me in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. You're absolutely amazing. Please remember to like and favorite the video, as well as subscribe to the channel, because I will be here for the last 5 episodes of Merlin, as well as continuing to do covers and a Friday video, which will be actually tomorrow and Saturday for this week, and then I'll pick up the normal schedule again Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week, just so you guys know. Please remember to check out last week's YouTube obsession as well as my previous video that I don't remember because I'm so tired, and my Hipster Chicken video of last week. I absolutely love you guys. My scoops are beautiful. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this not so good week. You guys rock out loud, and I will see you tomorrow with my Friday video on Saturday. Love you guys. Bye.